Welcome everyone to this magnificent and prosperous live stream, and this time the first thing I'm going to do is recheck whether the stream actually works, because the three previous streams, each and every single time, I actually started streaming without my screen being shared to you guys, and the first 5-10 minutes unfortunately get lost. So yeah, let me do that first, and then we will do an announcement in the Telegram course channel. So let's first wait for this stream to go live. And welcome everyone, whether you're watching this live or whether you're re-watching it backwards. Because I know lots of you also watch the stream after it actually happens. So we are live, that is clear. Let's take a look. The screen works, that is perfect. That is perfect. Let me now pin a message in the live chat and also shout out this stream. Welcome everyone to this live stream. If you're already here, let's wait for a few more people to tune in first. Now let me pin the message. How are you doing today? I'm doing well, thank you. I appreciate you being here. And thank you for being one of the first. So I've now pinned my classic message, which includes my Telegram server, Discord server and Telegram course channel, as well as the free course. So those free links are the free resources for you guys to check out, and make sure that you join the Discord. That's the most important thing, because it's really, really good. Now let me get a link of our stream to shout it out on Telegram. Welcome Glitch Android, happy to have you here. I'm going to type we are live. And make sure that you share the stream as well. In the Telegram groups, in Discord groups, everywhere. And to your friends, maybe. Because the more people, the better, obviously. So we have now shouted out our stream, and this is my Telegram course channel. As you can see, we almost have 1k people here, by the way. And oftentimes I drop course here. It's like a course channel, but I also make announcements here for the community about live streams, about videos and everything. But yeah, when we drop codes, they do hit big usually. They do really, really well, because we do have a nice track record actually. And I'm into slow mooners myself, so I want to be really careful of what I'm sending here. I send coins just for you guys to do your own research. So by the way, none of this is financial advice, but this is for you to do your own research. So very important to clarify that, and welcome everyone if you are new to this stream. I think we should start now, and the agenda for today is actually going to be looking at my radium coins, which I have been analyzing all day long, like analyzed like a few hours worth of coins, like 4 coins, and one of them was trading even. But yeah, market is dry at the moment, so we'll take a look at what I have here first. Then we'll also be looking for new Radium Dex screener coins. We'll just look at top trending coins, analyze them, and perhaps even Ape, because I did just one trade today and I do want to do more, but I'm never forcing the trades because if the market doesn't have much options, much coins, there is simply nothing to ape into, which was the case today, in my opinion. Radium coins were really dry. There is just like a few picks, like quite literally 1, 2, maybe 3 coins, which are tradable and with sufficient volume. So in that sense, it's kind of hard at the moment to trade anything whatsoever here on Radium, even though market is really, really recovering well, which means great things for the memes, and everyone is speculating that memes are going to come back now for another wave, because I'm going to show you one thing, guys, that we had a really big surge in meme coins on 3rd March for a few days. Like millions or even billions maybe of dollars came into meme coins, and meme coin cycles work in waves. So every few months we have surges in volume when it comes to those meme coins. And this coin, for example, Stan, the one I've been looking at for months, you can see here that it had a surge after, actually, yeah, at the start of 3rd of March. So this was our last wave, last meme coin wave, which is March, April, May. So it was 1.5 months ago, right? Like 2 months ago was our last meme coin wave. And because BTC now has been up quite a bit, as you can see, 13% in a week is quite good. And Ethereum, which is a big bullish sign, 30% up in the last 7 days. In the last 24 hours, 7% up. BTC has been up nothing in the past 24 hours. So this in itself is a good sign for memes, as you can see. From 3K to almost 4K in this one big jump is very nice. And obviously when memes are coming back, the first sign, of course BTC Ethereum, but then Solana, which is now recovering very well. If we check it from here, it had an all-time high, it came back, and now it's rallying back up. So that in itself is a very good sign. The volume is coming back to Solana, people are holding Solana more, so more volume is going to come into memes. And if you look at top memes like Pepe, it's up 20%. So this is like the third thing you should look at, is the biggest meme coins in the market. How well are they performing? Because they're going to be the first ones to actually go up. And afterwards, every single other meme is likely to follow. So with, I'm not sure, is it up? How much is it up? Can't see from here. But in the last 24 hours, a bit more volume. But yeah, just going to close this. I want to make another point here that when we see another wave in volume, as you can see, this is like an accumulation phase, which has been ever since 3rd of March. So volume is out from the big memes, and those mid-cap memes like Stan, or like bigger ones with 50 million, $100 million market caps, or even like 5 to 10 million, they're all going to surge when the next wave comes. And they work in waves just like this. Every few months we have like one wave. And in total, since December or November, we have had like 4 or 5 waves already. So this might look promising. Market is recovering. So we'll see lots of more opportunities when it comes to Radium coins, hopefully PUMP.FUN coins, and really everything. Everything related to memes is going to perform well. This is the hope. And I do know it's a matter of time. I mean, alt season, people are speculating that it has started now. We are past the halving, so that in itself already is good. We are about to enter altcoin season, that's for sure. And welcome everyone to this live stream. Let's now start. And first I will show you which coins I was analyzing before, so you guys can get some proper education. And then we'll go to Pump.FUN and look for new radium coins. Is Pump still down? No, Pump.FUN is back up for the last 3 days already. So it got back up within a few hours actually after it got hacked. Hi everyone, yeah, hi Elidio Pinto, happy to have you here. So the first coin we're going to analyze actually, let's take a look at this one. So when it comes to those radium coins, like I usually prefer coins which are $3 million in market cap or more up, and like 3 to 5 million. So 5 million as well is good. Anything above 10 means you make less profits, but anything below 3 million means that the coins are highly risky because they do not go for a second wave usually. As you can see here, this coin hit $1 million in market cap, which as you know is a psychological level because people like to take profits at round numbers. So people are thinking in their heads, people who bought this first wave or on the way up, they are thinking in their heads, I want to sell at $1 million in market cap. No one is thinking, I want to sell at 925 or something, or I want to sell at 875. Doesn't make any sense, right? So people are thinking, I want to sell out or buy at 500k, 750k, for example, and 1 million. That's why at those round numbers, which are psychological levels, you usually see big price action and volatility and volume coming in, whether people buying or selling. So at this specific number, 1 million, people usually tend to sell and take profits, which completely makes sense, as you know, because if you get a 2 to 3x on the way up, you got to take that profit at some point and secure your initials. So this completely makes sense. And then from there, it's usually a big downtrend where the volume completely goes away. As you can see from here, the volume is then now existent, not existent at all. And it downtrends completely and usually dies, which is an issue when it comes to coins under $1 million market cap. That's why like 3 to 5 million range usually. But still, I looked at this coin and we'll come back to it in a bit. Let's take a look at this coin as well. This as well was like one of the top performers of today. Those 3 coins and this one as well, we could say. They were like the top trending on DEX Screener. And when you trade radium coins, you should obviously just pick top trending coins from here, from DEX Screener, and then use Photon, which is this platform, because the chart here is 5 to 10 seconds faster, which gives you a big edge. So basically, if you're looking at DEX Screener and trading radium coins from here, it puts you at a massive disadvantage because memes can move within seconds, up or down, like 10% for example, and then what happens is you're getting in late, for example, and you miss out. So really it's a big disadvantage to trade here. And that's why I want to use Photon. And this coin as well, as you can see here, reached only $1 million in market cap. It can usually go a bit over, so you can see here 1.1 million, or it can go a bit under and people can sell out at 900k, for example. This coin as well got a sell-off at 1 million. So that is very, very clear, guys. People take profits at those round psychological numbers. This coin as well almost hit 1 million. So you can see this is a case where it didn't reach 1 million, but it was close enough. So our 4th coin, let's take a look at that one. And this one I traded, even though it was extremely risky, and I only got out with 40% profits. But we're going to examine this coin as well. Only reached 4 hard candles in market cap, and this was the issue today. The coins simply didn't go to high market caps. The market was simply kind of dry today. Radium DEX Screener coins. So let's first take a look at this coin and examine it more deeply. As you know, this is my Fibonacci. It's a default one, even though I usually use my custom one. But my dip levels actually are going to zoom in a bit for you so it's more clear what we're looking at. My usual dip numbers are here, 0.786. but this coin was a first waver and it actually died, and I thought it's going for a second wave, which they sometimes do, but it was not established enough, but still you could have traded this coin. And I use quite a few indicators here. The first one is RSI, as you can see, which I have also enabled the EMA for it, so it's going to tell you the average. We have the Fibonacci here. We have the EMA here as well at 30. So we're looking at 30 last candles. And I entered this trade at here, so I have it circled. We're actually going to open the 1 minute chart, 1 minute candles. So I have it circled when I entered. And as you can see here, the coin went below my usual dip level, which usually means it's going to have a really hard time recovering. So it's a crucial point whether it's going to die or go for another wave. And at this stage, you should not buy because it's unclear and you're basically gambling. So what you do is you wait for it to flip this level and go to 0.786, and basically what it did is break through that level, so the volume kind of came back. You can also see RSI was surging. It was at 80, which is extremely overbought. Everything over 70 is considered the top, and 50 is considered the average here. Anything below 50, like 30 for example, is considered low. Now, this coin flipped its Fibonacci level, 0.786, and then the safest trade you could have made is when it came back to this level once again, retested it, and then the volume came back, as you can see here, and we saw a trend line forming on the way up, and basically you want to look at this level right here, the next Fibonacci level of 0.618. You ideally want to take some of your initials out because you are not sure whether the coin is going for a second wave or not. Obviously very low in market cap and extremely risky. That's why you should usually trade bigger market cap coins, and you don't. I'm going to make it bigger, and here I cashed out in this place right here. So when the trend line actually broke through down to this downside, you can also see EMA here acting as the support, which also then broke through. So the EMA also here is acting as the support, and it can act as a resistance when it goes to the downside. So I only made 40% here, but you can tell it's a very, very risky trade. And you should always use every indicator that you can. So Fibonacci, RSI, EMA, but do what works for you. We're going to look at a few more examples. For example, this coin. I was trading just one coin, but I spent literally hours looking at other setups as well. For example, those 3 other coins. This one I was looking to enter, but there was no optimal entry. So this was a weird one because, as you can see, there was no volume whatsoever after its initial surge. But then suddenly the volume kicked in here, and it was literally 300k in the last 5 minutes. And that's something you should really take a look at always. Always screen the volume. Now let's take a look here. What can I describe here? The first thing you can see here is the EMA is acting as a support for the price action, which is the first good sign that we are on the uptrend, because EMA can tell you the overall direction of the chart. And as you can see here, this coin as well was quite literally there in this zone, and it's a one that it recovered. So when the coins recover, usually the volume kicks back in, and that is your first bullish sign that you're looking at. And this volume right here at this point was 300k in the last 5 minutes, I remember. So now it's very, very down. You can see there is volume, there is non-existent volume because it's pretty much dead at this point. But yeah, when the volume resurrects, the coins can go for another wave. But as you can see here, you want the pattern to be higher lows, and I didn't see it here at all. You can see this pattern is literally lower highs and basically lower lows. So it's a consolidation and there was no optimal entry whatsoever. Um, and, and what I was looking to do here is, for example, at this stage, there is a resistance, the local resistance at 400k, and the most safe trade that I was actually looking forward to is when this flips the resistance and then becomes the support. And that's what I also want to draw for you here so it's more clear. So this would be my entry into this coin. So a resistance to support flips. When this coin, if this coin would have broken through the resistance, which it could have, because look at the volume here, and it was about to break through, and I would buy in only if the coin breaks through the resistance and comes back to the support. So here you could have bought in, but there can be a fake out. As you can see, if the coin goes up from the resistance, always the resistance, but then comes back. So the safest trade would have been if it came back to this level, which it didn't do. And you can also look at the RSI. It was just over 50. If it found support on this RSI, this would have been a very promising trade, but it didn't. It went below. And also the EMA and every sign, it basically rejected from the resistance. Now I want to come back to this coin as well, because I forgot to tell you one thing. Because here, as you can see, my entry point was also right at the 50 RSI level, as you can see, which acted as the support for quite a long time. I'll circle this for you as well with the brush. So at 50, it means there still is very nice bullish momentum. And as you can see, it bounced back literally perfectly to the area of 70, which is considered on the high end. And then of course it went south, but still risky trade, and it was a profitable trade, even though I wouldn't have done it really if I knew it was for such a low reward. But you never know. It could have went up here, like a cup, for example. It is a cup, as you can see here, and just ride it up for a second wave. And I was trading the second wave. So things go south, you take your profits or take a small loss. So it was completely worth it. So second wave setups are great if you can spot this cup when coins go for a second wave. If volume resurrects, it can be really, really lucrative. Let me look at the chat. What are you guys saying? Is pizza day tomorrow or was it on Saturday? Let's take a look. I'm actually not sure. I'm not really aware. Pizza day, it's 9th February actually. It's 9th February. So now actually I'm going to switch back to PUMP.FUN for a bit, because we haven't looked at PUMP.FUN coins yet during this stream. And then we do have two coins to analyze here, which are completely dead by now. But still, it can be great education, even though there isn't like much to tell. It's pretty much the same here. And yeah, it's my first time explaining like the analysis of trading coins. So eventually I should get better at this. Now I can see some pizza coins here, so clearly there is something going on with the pizza. But now let's check out PUMP.FUN coins, and you guys can make your shows in the chat. Radium coins or PUMP.FUN coins, both are going to work. Let's start with this coin because it's a slow mooner. We have seen it for a couple of days. And as we can see here, it's been consolidating, which we don't really like. We do like a slow upwards momentum, but this I know has consistent volume more or less. That is great. So we have already analyzed this coin before, but there is new game live, so let's check that out. Because slow moonheads I'm always looking at, and they are great. They are great, even though not that many of them. And this website I remember I liked. I'm not sure where is the game though. There was supposed to be a game. Game prizes, prize pool, 10 million Dalmatian, 1% of the supply. Could be interesting. thing here, because we do love utility. Game entries, high scores, number of entries are and those are the wallets. Game rules, find the hidden coin behind the images. Click on the image to find it. First attempt 10 coins, second attempt 5 coins. Click on an image to find the hidden Dalmatian coins. Once you find it, hit the shuffle button to play again. Score never goes below 0. So there is some sort of a game, and that is fun. But yeah, we're not going to look at this for much longer, because I already looked at this coin. I just wanted to check, what about the price now? Has anything changed? Have we seen any surges in volume or anything of such? But not yet. But this coin, pretty good slow moon with a nice website, with a nice price game, which is utility. So you guys can do your own research and check it out. But not financial advice. Not financial advice. Let's take a look at this coin. I'm actually going to open more coins right away. So we keep a fast pace. So we can literally jump from token to token, and you guys can show in the chat as well. And let me know whether you prefer me to do Radium and Dex screener, like analysis, or rather PUMP.FUN. So I'll take that into consideration. What exactly do I want to see on this stream? Because I want to keep it mixed. So we keep it educational, and obviously more entertaining. Because if you are sticking to PUMP.FUN the entire stream or just Radium, it can get quite boring after like 1 hour, for example. But if you keep it mixed up, this is certainly more entertaining. And for me as well, it's fun to do those streams. So we now have 5 coins opened. And this one is a Pepe coin, Pepe Bikini. I'm going to check whether such a coin has been made before. Pepe Bikini. Because you always got to check for the name, whether it's original or maybe it is stolen. But as you can see here, it is original. And the reason I checked actually is I do like this meme, like a Pepe Bikini. That is, I think, with much potential, but the first thing I see, 26% developer holding, so I'm shocked that people are trading this coin, because it must be a scam. So once you see such a big number, you got to, go away from this coin, because they are likely to be rugs. Anything over 10%, I'm not even really looking at. Not really even looking at. This coin 10k has some weird price action here. Not sure if it's a glitch or real, but let's take a look. And again, if you look at holder distribution, we see a different kind of issue now. As you can see here, you can see top 20 wallets, but there is only 10 people holding this coin. As you can see here, the first 10 people in the list, and there is gaps. So there is 10 non-existent wallets which are yet to be claimed if someone buys in. So basically there is 10 holders of this coin, which means there is no community at the moment. And it makes me really hesitant to enter coins which don't have at least 20 people holding it. So this one, you would either have to wait for more people to ape into the project and find out about it, or just close it. And I will just close it in this coin's case. This coin is a slow mooner, but there is a big issue. You can see it was created on 29th of April and now it's 22nd May. So it's been 23 days. It has been moving just recent 5 days, and that as well extremely slowly. And there is no developer, because most likely it's a CTO, developer lost faith and sold out. So this kind of slow mooner I would not ape into. This is an example of what not to join. Just my opinion. Because slow mooners got to move up like in the next few days or in the next few hours even. Would be the most ideal, but certainly not for weeks. And sure, they can make you profits and they can be way safer, but you don't want to freeze your funds for weeks to come. You can see here this coin had its first wave, and then we can see a nice bullish cup for a second wave, and most likely the volume kicked back in, and you can see that holds true, and this looks very magnificent, like a colosseum, for example. Funny, very nice bullish volume candles. You can see initial surge in volume, then it dies down in this stage, kind of an accumulation zone, as you can see here, at like $10k, $12k in market cap. You can see the volume surged and the coin went to $40k. So this could have been a 3 or 4x trade if you found this second wave setup, which is unfortunate that we didn't, because I love second wave setups, really. 1.5% burned by CTO, so which means that the developer most likely dumped here and the community decided to take over the coin and make some of their money back. So that can be good, can be bad, because CTOs, the issue with them is there is lots of coins to choose from. So sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So yeah, it's a mixed sign, kind of. It's not really bearish, and not necessarily a red flag, but not a green flag either. There is lots of memes, that is nice for sure. But they do look kind of simple, don't they? Just the hats and the same image here. But this interface does look great, kind of. No domain bot really, just the subscription or something of this website making platform Bento. So it does scream a bit low effort, which is not an issue, because if there is a website, that already is a great sign. Now let's take a look. Are there active community members at all? Because there is no website, and this is a group, right? I mean, there is no voice chat, I meant to say. But it was the channel, not the group, so we're yet to join the group. Which has 80 members and 28 people in the voice chat. That is great. Very, very nice. And people are talking here, even though it's the admin, but hyping up the chat is great. If people are having discussions here, that means there is a community. That is great. So in terms of this coin's Telegram, good job. And there were raids as well. And raids are a green flag, that's for sure. Now we want to check the pinned messages. The burns, that is amazing. But the DEX screener, because the coin is at $40k in market cap. So it's about the time to prepay the DEX now. And I would even say it's too late. Ideally at 20k, 30k should be done by then already, in my opinion. But this coin is high up, but clearly a nice second wave setup. And if it comes back down, it can have another try and have its third wave. So I'm going to delete this. It was an accident. Now, if it comes down from here, if it dips down, and another accumulation phase happens to form, this very well can go for a third wave and literally send to radium from this accumulation zone and the third wave. So even coins that are high up, you should still screen. So I'm going to keep this open for now. In case it comes back down, we could even trade it. But yeah, I only trade slow mooners or second, third waivers. So this is my rule. Or radium coins, which, as you know today, have been really dry. Now this coin doesn't really look attractive for one reason. Because it's a classic pattern. Usually coins die in those cases. After its first initial surge in volume, initial first wave, it just forms this mountain pattern. You can see just one big wave, and then volume goes to zero and coin goes to zero. No matter how low or high it is, 95% of them are going to die, and they are not going to form this sort of a move. But you can keep those coins open, even though those are not the coins to ape into. You might think you're buying into the dip here, but as you can see here, the dip keeps dipping, and you got to look at the volume, and it's clearly not there anymore, not really sufficient. So you can keep those coins open and track them in case they can form an accumulation zone, accumulation phase, and then go for another wave, second wave, third wave. Sometimes they have 4 waves even. If they can't hit radium, coins are going to wave if the community stays strong and the developer doesn't sell. But from here, the volume is sufficient for sure. But yes, the play here is to wait for it to come down and hopefully to resurrect. They come down fast, so in 30 minutes, we're going to be able to tell whether it has second wave potential or not. But this clearly looks like a hot second wave. This coin, I didn't even manage to analyze it, but it's dead by now, so just going to close it. So just to show you as well, coins go down really fast, especially the ones which are $10K in market cap or below. Those are the ones that are going to die the quickest. If the coin hits at least 15K, that is a safe down in my opinion, because they are more discarded by people, they have more attention, more demand, more interest, and they die more hardly, they die more slowly, and they have more potential to go up in its first wave. Now we can see burns here as well. Developer in the voice chat, will the DEX be prepaid? Always a great question. Important question, and the developer should tell very precisely at what market cap is it going to be paid, because if he's not telling you this, he most likely doesn't plan on paying the DEX screener. So developer should be precise. For example, if he tells you, I'm going to prepay the DEX screener at King of the Hill, then he has an obligation. He made a promise, and that's when you look if he's transparent. And if he doesn't prepay the DEX, then you got to cash out really quickly, because he's going to dump on you, of course. So make sure he tells the exact time in the group chat, the exact market cap when he's planning on prepaying the DEX, if you already haven't. And obviously join coins that have prepaid DEXs, because you have a safety net. So if you trade the first wave, make sure the DEX is prepaid at least, if possible. Now this website looks great in my opinion, even though simple, but this looks meme-ish, if you know what I mean, because it looks great, you know, the bright blue, the yellow, they match kind of, and it looks pleasing for the eyes, you know. So average website, but I do like it. I do think it's better than others. Let's now join the group. And if you guys are new, make sure that you subscribe and turn on notifications, because we're streaming literally every single day for a few hours, and we provide 100% educational content. Like I even rewatch my streams to learn from them, and of course to just revise what I've said, to learn from myself even, because those streams are really great in my opinion. Streaming every single day. So yeah, pinned messages, burns, just one pinned message, that's kind of bad. We can see no other information. Ideally I want to see more info pinned, like announcements and stuff, but 23 people in the voice chat, that's more than sufficient. My usual minimum is 15, and my usual minimum in terms of members is 50. But we witnessed a rug right now, because it was deleted right now. So this most likely is rugging as I'm speaking. Let's take a look. As you can see here, chart is dumping. So this is very bad. In the real time, during this live, we witnessed a rug pull, as you can see right here. We did not check distribution, right? But we made no conclusion either. We're still examining the coin. So that is very interesting. This is how quick it can happen. But most likely the case is that the developer sold, and what they do right away is they close the group chat, so it's no longer accessible and no one can view the past messages, no nothing. So they pretty much delete, you know, the proof of this happening and everything. You can see here Daku developer sold 7.4 so, and right away probably he's another wallet, because he literally sold seconds apart, seconds after the developer, and this was 5.3 so. So most likely this was his other wallet, and then everyone is selling now, and people lost to sell are obviously selling pennies. As you can see, someone sold $2, someone sold $6, $10. So you can't even cash out when this sort of thing happens, you know. And the developer profited quite well with this, I would assume. He put in just 2 SO and he made 5 SO because he cashed out 7. So this is $1K that he made. So very lucrative for him, but of course sucks for others. I'm going to close it. This coin, as you can see, as I told you, that this pattern is extremely deadly, because this literally touched $8K in market cap, now at 12. But it's a crucial point. This most likely is going to die, it's pretty much already dead. But is it going for a second wave? We'll soon be able to tell. If there is enough faith in this coin, if it's a great meme, it very well can go for another wave, especially if the developer holds. Now, if he sells out from here, it is way less likely to go for a second wave. So what you should be looking at when it comes to second wave setups is not only the chart, but the developer. Does he still have faith? Because if there is no active Telegram, no voice chat, no one in the meme anymore, it's not going up, you know? It's literally not going up then. So if he holds, that could be really nice to trade for a second wave. Let me read the live chat for a bit. I was just about to buy. Well, make sure that you don't buy coins from this stream, because first of all, most of them, as you guys know, are bad picks, as you can see here. We're not pumping those coins, we're just analyzing them. We're just opening coins, looking for setups, looking if they are good, bad, and just analyzing coins. And I do point out when the coin is good. I always tell their own research and financial advice, but I always make it clear that if a coin is bad, when we conclude in the end, I always make it clear whether it's an ape or not. So make sure that you don't ape into any of those coins actually. And even if they're if they're great, if I tell you that do your own research and this is a coin I might even ape into, then just do your own research, right? So always do your own research in any case, really. And those coins, don't ape from them because of the stream, because this is not sufficient, you know. This is not enough to pump and to make you money. But now this coin just has 5 holders, so it's very clear that in that case you shouldn't be even looking at it. You can see people buying here, but there is just 5 holders or 6. So just going to close this particular coin. I might want to check DEX screener if there is something new as well, and really quickly, because DEX screener coins, radium coins, they are very interesting. They are safer to ape into. This one buys you way right away. First one I opened is a honeypot. How you can tell that is by looking at the liquidity. If it's higher than the market cap, it's obviously a honeypot, which basically means that you can't sell, or sometimes they have mint authority enabled still, which means they can mint new tokens, create new tokens of the more supply, and then basically dump on you. So it's another form of getting crooked. But I don't see much new things here, so your radium is slow. But if you have some coins to show, feel free to do so in the chat. Radium coins, PUMP.FUN coins, we're going to take a look at. Pepe, we're going to take a look at this coin. Interesting, but there is just 2 people in the threads, which is sketchy, which is very sketchy, because no one is talking even though it's cut off high up, and people are saying as well, scammy, which I do agree with. If the thread section is empty, that is a red flag for sure. You can see volume here, but most of this is fake volume, which you have to take into consideration. Those bump transactions are good in case the project is legit, is the community doing the hard work, or their bot, which they set up. However, this can also mess you up and bait you, because you might think it's real volume, and even if you take out the indicator, it's going to show here as well. You might think that this is real, but only a percentage of this volume is real. I barely can see real transactions here, so clearly a very sketchy coin, and that's why I do want to examine it for you guys. There is no website, that is another red flag. And there is just 12 members. So clearly this is a form of a more advanced drugs, and if you are a beginner, you most likely couldn't even tell, and most people are oblivious to those rug pulls. But they do happen a lot, and you should be aware of them and prepared. So this is why um, you now know this is a clear scam, that's for sure. We're going to keep it open just for that reason. But just to recap, look at the threads, there is no one talking. Then look at the volume, there is no real volume. Look at the website, there is no website. Look at Telegram, there are no members. And look at this right here. Fifth red flag is that there was little to no price change in 10 minutes. Those candles are 5 minutes each. And even though you can see volume right here, you can now tell that there was no real volume. So all volume is the fake transactions. So it's a form of a more advanced rug pull. Hence we'll keep it open. Now this coin is going to die, pretty much already dead, but this is what makes it interesting. I'm going to screen it, always come back to it, because if it goes for a second wave, we could even trade it. Happy to trade the second wave setups, but the issue here is that you won't find them too often. You know, you can rarely find them, and sometimes you find them too late. You know, this coin which we are looking at, we just found this setup too late, but you can clearly identify it, and it's kind of foreseen, and it's way safer than trading the first wave. So in that sense, it's perfect. You just got to be right on time and just be screening those coins. And this one, as you can see, it's moving kind of in higher lows, kind of. So bullish chart, that's for sure. The volume clearly is sufficient. But the one thing I don't like here is that look how big of a text this is. And no one is really going to read this because I certainly won't. And you want to keep it as short and as clean as possible. Literally one catchy phrase, a sentence will do. No need to have those big descriptions. But holiday distribution does look great. People are praising the website. What a great website. Entire PUMP.FUN, but in a more decent manner. Check it out. Interesting. Developer looks trustworthy, and then people are saying CTO. So let's take a look. Website is fire. This website is fire. Wow, let's take a look because people clearly like the website. Phantom PUMP.FUN is blocked. Phantom believes this website is malicious and unsafe to use. This website has been flagged. So this is basically what Phantom did when PUMP.FUN was hacked. Basically, people, when they logged from Phantom, you basically saw this message that PUMP.FUN is blocked. So he's making a meme out of this, but there is nothing too special. So kind of disappointing, but the meme is great, that's for sure. The meme is great. So let's join. It's Telegram. 100 members. And welcome everyone to this live stream. If you are new, make sure to subscribe to notifications. We're streaming literally every single day. We also have free resources, which is the Discord, and you can talk to me throughout the day there because I'm active literally entire day, and you guys can ask me any questions. You can connect with other members of our community. There is also Telegram course channel where I drop my plays and announcements, and there is also the free course, beginner level, 30 plus minutes of beginner level content about PUMP.FUN, and there is 10 videos in total. The first 3 are the trading mentality, so you might want to check it out if you are a beginner level trader on PUMP.FUN. Now let's get into the action. Back to our agenda. There is 50 people in the voice chat, which is clearly very bullish. That is like above average for sure. Like average here on PUMP.FUN would be like 20-30 people of a great project, and 50 is very good. And total people over 100, amazing. Now pinned messages, we can see Burns. And what is this? This might be DEX screener prepaid. So let's take a look. And it's always important that they send the source scan transaction and not just a proof of receipt, because the receipt can be taken from another project. I've seen this done before. So basically bait you in, they're telling that the DEX is prepaid, but then it really isn't and he rogs you. So oblivious people can get baited, so always make sure there is a transaction as well as the receipt. And you can tell here that 1.68 SOL, which is $300, that's what the DEX screener prepaid costs, and transfer was made, so this looks legit to me. Obviously not going dive too deep into this, but yeah, Telegram was clearly amazing. But what was that coin's name actually? What was that coin's name? Oh yeah, I was in wrong. What is this? I was on Safari. Now this is a coin, as you can see here, $30K in the market cap. Let's take a look at the thread section once again. I don't think we have taken a complete look. DEX prepay joins the voice chat. So this coin looks really good in my opinion. A great meme, burns were happening, DEX screener is prepaid, Telegram is very active, and the chart looks bullish. But the dip opportunity was here, you know, so at 30K you got to ask yourself, is it worth for 2x? Because it might not even bring you 2x, you know, you might get trucked still. So risk to reward, in my opinion, isn't worth it. So if it came back down, and this is now the support level, as you can see here, which is about $15K in market cap, this could be an attractive ape for sure, because we can see bullish signs, and I don't see anything bearish. Now this coin clearly is rug pull, and if you're new to this live stream, you're going to see that this is going to rug. We examined that coin before, nothing happened here. Take a look at this one, and this one, as you can see here, guys, I told you that it might go for another accumulation phase, form another accumulation zone, and perhaps go for a third wave. And there could form a very identical cup, a very identical pattern like we saw here. And you can see so far it looks very promising. So if it drops to like 15K, 10K even, I would say 15K would be healthy. 10K is too big of a downtrend, too big of a dip. But you can see it was at 10K before, or like 12K. So this accumulation zone could be at $15K in market cap, and then send straight to radium. This is attractive coin, it's dumping, we're waiting for now, and we'll re-examine it once we can clearly see it consolidating. So consolidation, if there is volume, can kick in, it can go for another wave. This could be very attractive. And hopefully the same thing happens here. Accumulation zone. And you can see here this coin kind of is dipping at the moment, didn't touch the support quite. And by the way, support and resistance here, they don't work quite well, you know, they don't work quite well. But you got to take advantage of every tool, every sign you can take a look at, you know, and you can take a look at it. This is the floor, so you should always take that into consideration when you are looking for a great entry, because how else are you going to tell yourself when to enter and when to exit? So here is resistance. So if you buy in here, that's where you should be looking to take your profits out. And yeah, going to open a few new coins. And if you guys have something to show, feel free to do so in the chat. This one might be interesting meme, like Pac-Man, Catman. I've not seen this before personally. So in terms of the meme right away, this might look attractive. But it's low in the market cap, and the issue here is that the baseline market cap is 5K. So if it drops down 30%, no one is owning the token, the community is gone. So this coin literally cannot dip at all. If it dips, it's going to die. So even if it's attractive, even if you're going to examine it and it looks attractive, the play, in my opinion, would still be to wait. But distribution looks great, even though it's such a small market cap. There is at least 20 people holding it, which is attractive. That is great. and distribution does look nice. You can see real volume is there completely present, even though coupled with this fake volume, which is fine and good actually, because it's getting attention to this coin. If it's a legit project, that's completely amazing. Now, 20k market cap, they open Telegram chat. This is the first red flag, because the chat should always be opened. Community should be able to talk with each other. So this, from my experience, is a complete red flag. They should open the chat really right away, you know. So you can see here, people are talking, that's for sure, but I don't think the community is too big. There is no website as well. So this is another red flag that we're seeing at the moment. But Telegram, let's see if this can change our mind. So far, it can be promising after it grows a bit, but not an ape at the moment, that's for sure. Too risky. Let's take a look whether we can join. 38 members, and I see no chat history, and apparently we can't talk, so let's try. Say hello. And we can talk here, but there is no voice chat, no nothing, so that is an issue. No pinned messages, no nothing we can check. So they got to establish themselves. Catman is typing, so might be the owner. You can see here the admin. Yeah, we'll keep this open. This can be promising because of the meme, but not an ape at the moment. But this does look great in terms of its distribution, but no website, no great Telegram, and no big thread section. Signs that are absolutely necessary, absolutely crucial, are missing. But yeah, this coin, let's take a look. This might be a slow moon, as we can see, because it's consolidating, and this is, in my opinion, kind of bad, because slow mooners do got to move in a bullish pattern, and this is not bullish. Consolidation means there is uncertainty, and traders are not sure whether it's going up, it's going down, so they're not sure whether to take profits or to jump in. And I never ape into consolidation. I ape into slow higher lows, or more or less diagonal patterned slow mooners. So those bullish patterns, if slow, are perfect. But this slow mooning for a day, but it's moving sideways. This is not great in my opinion. This is a scam. Someone is saying this is a scam. And you should always take those accusations, allegations very seriously, because they oftentimes do have good cause here, especially if you're inexperienced, or even if you're experienced, you still have to take this very seriously, because you want the community to be bullish here. You want them to be faithful to the project, right? And FUD just scares people away, and me too. You don't want to see FUD at all. When you look at the thread section or the Telegram, just want to see conversation that we are going to Radium, we are sending this coin, we're doing micro buys. So FUD really is going to bring projects down. But this website, in my opinion, looks slightly better than average, because you can see this here looks kind of clean, not an AI made stuff, and AI made stuff is cheap, you know. You can just prompt and get the result, and you put no real effort in. But this sign of hard work, this looks like custom made, right? Not just copied from the internet, but that as well might be the case. You can see lots of memes, and memes are fantastic, because that's how you show the project to your friends, to, I don't know, in the groups, Twitter, Telegram, Discord, anywhere. The more memes, the better. And that's also a sign of hard work, because it's creativity. It took him time, it took the developers time to come up with the ideas for those memes. So that is great. At the end of the day, those are the meme coins we are trading here. So they should be about the memes. And great meme coins produce meme coins on a daily. You can take a look at WIF, Bonk, Stan, any meme coins that you want, which are bigger in their market cap. They constantly produce memes, whether as a team or the community themselves. And yeah, chat is locked now, so they're doing raids. That is good. So they're training the muscle of the community. Very, very nice. Is DEX prepaid? Yes, it is. So that is a good sign. And yeah, you can find this from threads and pinned messages. So we'll check them out. And they are talking here. Ona is talking. That's what you want to see. Develop paste base will never dump, as he's from Memecraft team. Not sure what his team is. Never heard actually. Full transparency. There is a team almost 24/7 standby from Europe and USA. Perfect, because it means they're taking this very, very seriously. And this developer so far is talking business. He's not just hyping the project that let's freaking go, let's go trade him, but he's actually involved, invested emotionally, financially, and talking business here. We have got 150 members here already. Just a matter of time getting everyone active on the same time. Most cheaters are out, that is great. Once we hit trade him, selling pressure has dropped a lot once we trade him. The team are skilled in terms of bot usage on Telegram, bomb bots, great. Admins with experience, and the meme team drops quality memes like it's nothing. So they have a team, that's for sure. That looks very, very promising. Dex is prepaid and Dex banner is ready. That is perfect. And they are training the community here. That is something I really like. So micro buys, he's teaching you how to do it. And he's explaining like this continues to rank us to the top of the front page of PUMP.FUN. Exactly how it works. If you can't afford to micro buy, then reload by selling no more than 0.4 and continue. Comment on those micros so we can rank to the top comments. Be as active as possible. Spread the community links. Create memes and content so he knows how it works. He has experience clearly. This developer who knows what he's doing. So very, very nice. It doesn't mean that he's rug proof. He can still dump his stake at any time, literally. But at least he's better than others who are not even invested or don't know what are they doing. Now Bana is there, start of hard work, that's for sure great. Another raid there was. Let's take a look. Can we find the Dex prepaid? Which we can. New order, thank you order. That looks great, but we do need to look at the SO scan. We have some screenshots here, we have something here. Not going to examine it too much, but it looks like it's prepaid, that's for sure. So it looks nice in my opinion in terms of the Telegram. That I do like to see. Let's take a look at the price chart again. So it's a slow mooner. Now if the volume kicks in, I would sure be looking at this project. So I'm never entering unless I see volume coming in. And sometimes, one more thing, if this slow mooner happens to go up in volume, if I happen to miss it, you can still buy in when it comes back. And you'll have a way safer entries than buying here. Because here, even though the project can be perfect, but if it doesn't go up, if volume doesn't come in, it's going to die. So it can go up. If I miss it, I'm going to buy back lower. So definitely something to keep an eye on, and definitely a promising project. Do your own research. And yeah, there is still room to grow, that's for sure. It looks great in my opinion. Now this coin, as you can see here, as I told you, those are quick to die, below $10k market cap coins. This coin, as you can see, hit $10k in market cap. Now it's kind of resisting it, you know. There's a psychological level as well. So people who bought in at 5k, 2x level is 10k. They, as they should be, they're taking profits out. As you can see here, developer is still holding, so that is nice. But yeah, this can die if it goes back another 20%. So there is not much room to fall. But yeah, there was another dip before, and it can move in higher lows still. So it's not game over for it. We just got to look. The strategy is to screen that coin and really do nothing. So oftentimes, you just want to keep those coins open and literally do nothing. You sit back, you watch the price action, because if the coin is uncertain, if it's giving you uncertain vibes, do never enter, because you're forcing a trade, and at that point you're thinking very emotionally, literally like FOMOing in, and that's how you lose money. If you're uncertain, if coin is giving you uncertain vibes, do not enter ever. So I only enter, well, if it's a full package. if I can see objectively that all the bullish signs are there. And this coin in particular, I wouldn't ape into for the reason that it's moving in this pump and dump kind of pattern. So you don't want to ape into coins which have this kind of a pattern, as you can see. This is very unhealthy in my opinion. Basically, each time it goes up, people want to sell it and take their profits out. So that like looking from the chart, it doesn't look that attractive. And the first thing you should look at is the chart. And if it's not attractive, then do not ape. Developers holding 23% or 33 even, but now holds 5. So yeah, I'm going to close it, but yeah. Pizza is trending, and there is supposed to be something with the pizza, isn't there? Like a pizza day or something, but to my knowledge it's 9th of February, so it's already over, you know? So I'm not sure why pizza coins are popping. You can see here another one, which we can check by the way, because dog whiff is always trending. And the thing with whiff, by the way, is that if there are no trends on PUMP.FUN, no new media trends, nothing new in the narrative, people are coming back to the basics, to the classics, to cats, to dogs, to whiffs, and really the classic memes which are proven to work. Because as you can see here, today on PUMP.FUN, can you really see any narratives right now? Like I can see pizza, yes, here and there, that's narrative for sure, but there is no clear trends other than pizza at the moment. Hence whiff now, and cats and dogs are back in the game, you know. They are certainly more prevalent now than they were before, because there are no current good media trends. This looks great, distribution looks great. Raise the volume. I'm going to take out the volume indicator, which you should always use by the way, because from here you can check the transactions, sure, but you can't check the direction of the volume. And here you can clearly see the direction. And there is the classic pattern here, where the volume just decreases over time. And usually when that happens, the price actually is going to go downwards. So it's now consolidating, and consolidation itself is not a good sign. So unless volume kicks in, it's going downwards. And you should obviously not buy in right now, it's so high up. And we predict that it's going downwards at this current moment. So we'll keep it open, we'll recheck in a bit. But yeah, I'm not going to do research into this particular coin any further, because it's currently going down in my opinion. I'm going to recheck our other coins, and as you can see here, this coin, it can't go down. If it goes down more, it's going to die. Just 15% to go, it is back to the baseline. Developer is the top holder now, so he might be the last one to sell, because project is going nowhere. Now this is consolidating as well, as you can see, and consolidation usually means a downtrend, unless there is a surge in volume. So let's take a look. Oops, get the volume, put the star back, and the volume is still sufficient, so in that sense it's great, and the new candle is yet to be formed. And by the way, I see lots of new people here in the live stream. So if you are new guys, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications. We're doing live streams literally every single day. You can show me your coins in this live chat. I'm going to take a look at them right now, actually. Wow, lots of text messages. Let me take a look. Aping into those coins is risky business. Yeah, by the way, full transparency. And that's something I really want to emphasize. If you think it's free money, you couldn't be more wrong, because this is really hard actually. It might look easy if you look at YouTubers, even my videos, my live streams. It might look like free money, but it's anything but free money. It's actually a skill which you need to learn and tailor from experience, right? So this will take you quite a bit of time to learn, to attain the knowledge. And if you are about making money, do not put any money in actually. First focus on your mindset, mentality and your knowledge. So that is your first priority. When you have the knowledge, the money will come. But if you focus on the money without having the knowledge, you're going to lose. And by the way, just a fact, most of the people in the crypto space lose money. With every single industry, that's the case. Only top 1% or top 5 or top 10 win, and the rest are just the exit liquidity and they lose. So unless you know stuff, unless you have knowledge and experience, you're going to lose. So focus on gaining more knowledge and not on making money. And the prosperous bull run is yet to come because you're going to make the most money in the last few months of the mania of this bull run. So you are still early, and this still is a massive opportunity to learn at this current moment. So take every chance that you can. Start learning right now, and turn point one soul into one soul. Never start with a few hundred or thousands. That's a big mistake I see people making literally every single day. They're starting with crazy amounts. But if you can't turn $10 into 100, you won't turn 100 into 10,000. That's how it really works. So start small and start ideally with no money. So just some advice besides looking at coins. Can you analyze Kiki? We have seen Kiki before actually during yesterday's stream. I was actually analyzing it in my Discord even. The community members got trades in because I made some nice calls in the Discord. So make sure that you join the Discord because you can talk to me, you can analyze some coins with us together. So yeah, Kiki, we have already analyzed Kiki before. And it should be down now, so I don't think it's a good trade at the moment. Trump 737, let's take a look. I know it's a DEX screener coin, one of the top coins of the day. It's number 2 at the moment. And Trump today has been really popular. I mean, he is popular every day. But yeah, today I saw like 5 Trump coins in this top DEX screener list. We can take a look at it on Photon actually. Let me get, actually I won't get it from here. I'll just get it from here, the contact address. And welcome everyone to this live stream. Happy to have you here. You're all very welcome. And let's analyze some more coins. Trump coin. Clearly volume looks nice, and the volume is your number one indicator. In the last 5 minutes, 100K in volume is really magnificent and prosperous. Now the first thing I see here is perhaps a double top here, as you can see. There is one all-time high, and now it's kind of high up here as well, just matching this previous top. So it went down from the all-time high. Now it's kind of forming a second top, which is a bearish signal. So unless it breaks through this resistance and forms a higher low and flips the resistance to support, then it would be a trade here. But certainly do not enter right now because it literally can reject and just go downwards. It's a double top here. And never buy the tops anyways, you know. Doesn't matter whether it's just one top or two tops. Never buy the tops, no matter the circumstance. Always buy into dips, which I'm going to tell you right now as well. Draw your Fibonacci from the first wick, from the very beginning of the coin, and draw it to all-time high. And now you want to look at those dip levels right here. I have my own custom Fibonacci usually, but this one is the default one, so you guys can actually have it. It's available everywhere. You can see, take a look at indicators. Actually, no, this is the Fibonacci you can see here. Now the dip levels here are 0.5, which is 938K, and the perfect dip would be 0.618, as you can see right here, which would be 717. And this is the dip I usually aim into. So when it comes to trading radium coins, this would be the perfect dip in this level. So 0.618. Fibonacci can tell you the entries and the exits. So it's not a magic tool that is going to make you infinite money, but it's just something to add, like a cherry on top, basically, to help you to look at an optimal entry. But the coin's fundamentals have to be good. That's the first thing to research, you know. Socials is the, basically is a truck proof. You get the token's address. You go to this rock check. What is this? Rockcheck.xyz. You paste the address here, which we can do right now, by the way. I have it copied already. You click check and you get the analysis here. Was it says danger or good? If it says good, then it's a safe coin. If it says danger, do not tape into a coin. So yeah, dip levels, if it comes back down to 717k, look if there is volume. Look if the community is still bullish. In that case, you can ape. But here you can see already double top, it's rejecting. So most likely it's coming down. So look at this dip level. Look at that dip level. Now let's look for a few more coins from the live chat. Duco, I'm not sure which one is it. Is it like on PUMP.FUN or on Dex Screener? So guys, when you show coins in the live chat, please make sure to clarify whether it's Dex or Pump coin. That would be much help. Great channel, yes, thank you. Need help? Check out Roddy coin. Rot. Let's take a look whether it's here on PUMP.FUN. Is this pre-recorded? No, it's a live stream. I have a question? Sure. What is your question? You got to click on continue anyway on the website. Which website do you mean? Because it's been quite a long time since I was looking at something. That's a good idea. Why pizza? Because Bitcoin Pizza Day, 2nd 2022. Are you looking for long-term meme coins? Actually, not at the moment. If the volume comes back, sure. I mean, whiff and bonk are always good opportunities, good coins to have, because they're the safest, they're the front runners. But things like Stan, for example, which are rather established meme coins and long-term plays, if you're buying here, there is an issue with it because you don't know when to buy, because you might be thinking you're buying the lows, you're buying the dip, but the dip keeps dipping, you know, and you lose out on money because it might never go back up. So long-term meme coins, if the market conditions allow you to, sure, hold them for the long term. But at the moment, I don't have any long-term holdings, but because the market is resurrecting, like Ethereum pumped from 3K to almost 4K, so I might look into some long-term plays or mid-term plays. I'm actually planning to do that, yes. Let's now switch back to PUMP.FUN because I do feel like you guys like it the most. Coin called Chippy, I'm going to check it out later. Niggy, I've seen Niggy before. It's one of the top performers of the last few days. Go and take a look at it again shortly. What about Ponky and Michi? Yeah, those are really high up, but we are going to examine them for sure in a bit because I do want to keep it mixed up between PUMP.FUN and Radium coins. So in a bit, we'll check out those shows from the live chat. Appreciate you shilling. Let's take a look at this one. Obviously very, very bad pattern. You can see here, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. So the first thing you see is the chart, and the chart simply looks deadly and bearish and unattractive. So really, just because of the chart, I'm going to close this coin. That's how simple it is sometimes. Look at the chart and the chart looks deadly and you close the chart. No point to trade coins in such a bearish downtrend. Now this is a chart that I like. This is a very bullish chart. Looks like a first waver, but a slow mooning first waver with more or less consistent volume. But yeah, it was kind of there at some point. Let's take a look at transactions here. Even though it's fake volume mostly, you can see a few real transactions here and there. So that is nice. Quite early, so I usually like to buy them at 15k, sometimes 13, sometimes 17, because this still can reverse in my opinion, but the chart looks great, so if the signs are there, this certainly might be a really great entry. DEX is now paid. Let's take a look. First the website, of course, and there is a website which looks very high quality. As you can see, those pictures look very high quality, which is very, very nice. If it's high quality here as well, as you can see here, that is very nice. Instead of WIFAT, we are choosing smart is the new black. Not sure what it means. We are choosing, yeah, can't read this, but yeah, It looks high quality, it looks great. Certainly better than an average website, I would say. Don't limit to just, oh, so I got to move my mouse to take a look at the other image. Do you want to know what is a raccoon spirit? Show me. So what is this? Like a present? Tokenomics. This looks very nice. Take a look at this right here. Rockonomics. You can see this looks very, very nice. Clearly hard work put in. Very thoughtful work. This looks perfect. Why to buy a coin. Reasons to buy Dex prepaid. Memes here as you can see. So this looks nice so far. How the distribution looks nice. The chart looks nice. It is pumping at the moment in this candle. Noob is undervalued, and go and take a look at Noob. It's certainly one of the top cat coins. Urkel on Dex, go and take a look in a bit. Now the only issue I see here is only 3 voice chat participants, which in my opinion is rather low. Like what I'm usually looking for is usually 15. For this coin I would say 10 is acceptable because the market cap is kind of low, just 10k, 12k. But 3 certainly below what it should be, which means that the community isn't that active. Now micro buys are here, as they're certainly doing a good work with that. Now we do want to see DEX prepaid proof here. And yeah, this looks legit from this timestamp 42 minutes ago. You always want to look at SoulScan proof. Let's go back to Telegram once again. Telegram. So the DEX is prepaid. 40 members in the group. Usually you want at least 50 members, but 40 is acceptable for sure. And when a DEX is prepaid that early, that is an extreme bullish sign because this is $300 from developers' own pocket. And at 10k, you're really not sure as the project can have a radium type of pump, you know? So the developer must really believe in the project and be bullish on it himself, or really be, you know, optimistic about it. And that's always a good sign. So the developer is a great one. And let's read this here. Want to bring Raccoon to Radium as soon as possible? Do this, please. Don't keep more than 3% in one wallet. So that is nice. He knows what he's doing once again. We found another developer who knows what he's doing. He's talking business here. He's teaching how you should own the coin, what you should do to make it happen, to make it go to Radium. So that is nice already. Hold onto your Raccoon, don't sell. We're moving together on Radium. So that is nice. When we reach Radium, keep your bags where the flow. Very nice that he's teaching this. Very nice, because that is important. Even if a few people listen to this, that is gonna make the coin perform better, you know. It's crucial for us, the flow, to hold. This is our path to 1 million market cap. Aim big, don't settle for less. Serious projects like ours are rare. Take this opportunity to make history. Developers split 50% for the team, 50% for promoting the project. Nice, they have a clear plan, clear vision. We're all equal. We trade and hold just like you. Together we are strong. Very, very nice. Help promote the project. It could change our lives. Trust is crucial. Raccoon belongs to every investor, not just developers. When you hold your tokens, you're part of Raccoon. So this guy is really, really great at talking, I can tell. He's talking business here. It's not a nonsense, hype. Like, let's freaking go, or going to Radium, but it's business talk. If anyone wants to help with admin tasks, that would be great. We'll work together until Raccoon is as well known as Pepe. So I like what I'm seeing. I would like to see a bit more active Telegram though, because the key of a project is the community. Without the community's effort, projects do not pump, unfortunately. So we do want to see a bit more activity here. We would love to see it grow to at least 10 people in the voice chat. Like my usual minimum is 15, but 10 would be acceptable, and 50 members. So this project is something to look at for sure. I do think the play here is to wait until $15k in market cap, which might sound kind of ridiculous because you're buying at a more high price, but the thing here is the signs are going to be more clear. At 15k, you're more likely to be able to figure out, is the community strong enough? Is the community active? So buying up, waiting and buying at higher price is not a bad idea if it makes you more certain, because if you ape into this right now, and you can see uncertain signs about the community, is it strong enough or not, for example, it's better to wait rather than forcing the trade. But this is the one I want to look at myself. I'm really interested to join and potentially ape. So do your own research. This is not financial advice, but this project, I believe, not I believe, but it was a objective examination. It looks great. By the way, this one, as I told you, this formed a double top and now it's reversing. So it's a clear bearish trend we have here. Double top, like one of the most common moves, and it's now reversing. So buying at the top, never an option. What if it comes back down to this level? 0.786 could be a great entry. And I circled the wrong level, by the way. This you can enter as well, but a better one is this 0.786. So I circled the wrong level. But if a coin is bullish, it can come down here and bounce. So this really depends on the coin and the volume. This I'm going to close. I'm going to close this. This is still consolidating, but you can see the volume is gone. So our prediction was a downtrend from here. Let's let it happen. This we're by the way looking at as well. Looks like an interesting coin. I'm interested in it, but it does nothing, as you can see here, for hours or days. So you're essentially freezing your money, freezing your funds. So you want to ideally wait for volume to come back in first before you ape. Now this coin is fighting for its life because it cannot dip anymore. If it's going to dip, it's going to die. This coin, as you can see here, might be going for a second wave. So if it calms down, what I want to see here is actually the volume to stop a little, which might sound a bit weird, but you take out the volume indicator and you want the volume to be a bit more shallow, which is by the way happening here. And then what can happen is an accumulation phase. So it's uncertain period, uncertain phase, nothing is happening here, but it's usually just a few hours long. This would be the ideal case, and you can ape into the project here. If it's promising, you still have to examine it for the socials, the website, really everything, the community. So this could be a second wave entry here, but the play right now is to wait. The play is to wait. You can ape into a consolidation if the signs are there. So I'm going to take a look at this. I mean, keep an eye on this project, because second wave we very well can trade. It's usually very foreseen as long as the project is great. And a second wave can come into this one too. It's holding its level, the volume is gone, I think so. And as you can see, it's going for a second wave right now. Wow. So we missed this one. We missed this one because it already has done a 2x. And I told you guys before that we're waiting for this coin to hopefully go into an accumulation phase. You can see here the volume has subsided, which is ideal for a second wave setup. And then volume kicks back in. And then those big candles come in. It's going to slow moon, hopefully higher than its first wave. So this is ideal. But an issue here is that you would be aping now midway through the wave. So 2x from here would be the all-time high, which we're not sure if it's going to reach. So the best entry would be here. You would be already taking out your money at 2x, which we have to assume that some traders will do, because if you ape into this level, this is 2x. You have made 2x here, and you should take your money out. But yeah, let's keep an eye on this, and it is going for a second wave. Sometimes though, it can reverse. So as soon as it breaks the trend, as soon as it starts consolidating here or somewhere on the way up, or even going downwards, forming lower lows, you can very quickly tell. So if you can't see a green candle, you ape out of the second wave trade. Whether you have made money or you're making a small loss, the risk is completely worth it, because you can get 2, 3, 3.5, 4x potentially for a little risk. If it goes south, you can lose 10, 15, 20%, which is not much. So as soon as you see momentum decreasing, you basically cash out of your position. But right now, it's doing great so far, but you would be aping midway. This is the only issue. You want the ideal entry because coins are time sensitive and entries and exits have to be tailored to almost perfection if you want to aim for nice gains. DEX is prepaid, so that is why it's going for a second wave. Projects which have DEX prepaid as the first wave had failed, DEX is already going to be there, you know. $300 is already invested into DEX screener, so you can't really undo it, and the developer most likely is holding. So coins which fail the first wave, but they have DEX screener prepaid, they are likely to go for a second wave. So let's see what's going to happen. But I don't want the volume to come down either. So you want to look at every candle being bigger than the last. That is also crucial. And here already it's like moving kind of slow, you know. So we can't really tell if the wave is going to be the full wave higher than the first one. So this is the issue with this particular coin. The volume still isn't sufficient at the moment for a proper second wave. So the play is to spectate. And if we got in this level, would have been perfect. But yeah, we missed it. And this one is going for a second wave as well. Already down 2x. And I thought it's going to consolidate, which it still can. But it might go for a second wave if there is volume. It's decreasing though, which if you want to go for a second wave, it's not really that optimal. You want the volume to be surging in that case. So there is a divergence here. Usually it's a working correlation. The volume goes up, the price action goes up. But here it's a divergence, which makes it uncertain actually to enter in this stage. Unfortunately, you want the volume to see going up, surging in and being on an uptrend. Uptrend is important because without volume, the coin can't do anything. Whether it's a first waver, second waver, slow mooner, without the volume, nothing can happen. So it's the most important thing here. Here you can see exactly what I told you guys. When the coin breaks its momentum, breaks its pattern when it comes to being on the second wave, you cash out. So as soon as you see this, I would be cashing out because it's already down like 20% and people are taking their profits at 2x. So if there is no volume on a second waiver, you got to be careful and take your money out at the right time. Clearly you can see people taking profits or just selling, which is unfortunate because the traders broke the momentum. I want to emphasize that this is most likely, at least not right now, going for a second wave like this. It might now consolidate and then go for a second wave, but right now it's no longer going for a second wave because the pattern is broken. It's no longer a bullish trend. It has gone downwards. So let's keep it open. But this is now surging, even though the volume is telling us the opposite. So this is something to take into consideration. You can see the volume here is on a downtrend. So I would still say that this second wave is a risky one because the volume is there, but it's not really on an uptrend. Let's keep looking, but we are having some really nice analysis, you know, really productive, really lots of information, knowledge and everything. You can see here, if this forms now a consolidation phase like we saw right here, this could go for a third wave. So this one we're also looking at. Let's take a look at the volume. The volume is really non-existent, so it has to kick in. But yeah, you got to look at a few coins at once because if you are all over the place looking for 10 coins at once, you're going to miss all of your trades. That's for sure. Because they happened really quickly. And this one is dead, by the way, as I told you. Coins below $10k in market cap, if they dip down a little, they're back to baseline. But you can see that the developer just sold 2 seconds ago, and he was one of the last to sell because no one is holding this anymore. It is back to baseline, as was foreseen, really. Too early for that project. Early in its market cap. Too small. So usually the most optimal entry is at 15k because the project is not small, it's rather established but not established yet. but it means that if your project is $20K in market cap or above, you make less in terms of profits. If it's 10K or below, you're aiming in the risky project. That's why, in my opinion, the golden zone, the golden market cap is 15K. 15K. Now this one is forming some kind of higher lows now, which could be attractive because it is a bullish pattern, even though it's still double tops. That doesn't change that fact, and the trend till now still is bearish. So unless it forms a higher low, we are still expecting it to come down like this. But it's all about re-examination because the coin looks bearish now, but if crazy volume kicks in, if it forms a higher low, it can become bullish. So really those analyses, those examinations, those conclusions are short-lived. You can never tell at any point what is the coin going to do after like 30 minutes or hours. So those predictions that we have are short-term, and always when the chart evolves, when the chart grows and makes new patterns, there are obviously new signs to look at, So it's never final when we said it's going down, for example. It can go up and then re-examine it, But till now, it's still going down. Yeah. Second wave, but we can see that finally the lack of volume is showing here. You might be thinking it's going for a second wave, but as I told you, it's risky because the volume, we're having a divergence here. The volume was very, very low, even though the coin was going up. Now the volume has formed a pretty big candle, at least as big as the last two candles. But as you can see, not sufficient, already reversing. So if you aped into this coin at this level, which was catching a falling knife, by the way, risky, you would want to ape into a consolidation, sideways movement. But yeah, this coin was a really risky trade and still is. So just screening, just learning from every coin, from every chart, we are learning, and learning literally never stops. And I aim to look at literally every coin I can find on DEX Screener, on PUMP.FUN, so you can learn every day as much as possible. There are always new things to learn. You might think that you have already mastered the game, you know everything about PUMP.FUN, how to trade coins here, but there is always things to learn. You are evolving, and got to adapt. And if you do not adapt, then you lose. It's all about adaptation. In 2 days, everything can change here. As you can see, the trends change, strategies change, people change, traders are evolving, they're smarter. Also, roggers are evolving, they're smarter as well. So it's always a game of adaptation, as is life in general, because if you don't adapt, you're staying behind. So what we're trying to do here is constantly adapt every single day. Taking a few days off is fine, but I don't do it really. Maybe one day off, sure, but stay on top of your game. Always keep learning. This is extremely crucial if you want to make money here. Because if you're going to take consistent breaks every other day, you're just going to be at a disadvantage here. Because people have learned and you haven't, Take a look at this coin. There is lots of volume, lots of holders. But actually, let me take a look at live chat very quickly. Because there is lots of people talking, but I haven't been paying attention. So you guys are just talking to each other, that's fine. So yeah, let's continue with my analysis here. Now let's take a look. Distribution looks great. There are memes, but the thread section is shallow. Not much people are talking. The chart looks alright. I wouldn't say it's bullish or bearish. Kind of consolidating, which we don't like rather. That we rather don't like. There is no website. That as well is rather a sketchy sign. But let's take a look at the Telegram still. And if you are new, guys, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications because we are live literally every single day. Every single day. And there are free resources in the live chat pinned message, which is the free course, completely free, 30+ minutes of beginner level PUMP.FUN content. Beginner level, 10 videos for completely free course content. There is also free Discord server, which already has hundreds of people. You can ask many questions, you can talk to me, you can meet other community members, because the goal is to create a big community. I'm not even making money with any of this really. I've made some money, I've made hundreds, full transparency. My children bought affiliate link, a few course sales, because there is also a paid version of the course. But yeah, I do this for fulfillment, I do this for fun. It's fun to make streams, to analyze, to grow the community, grow together, because I believe we will all win eventually. Uh, when the bull market is like in its full force. Altcoin season, the mania, the last few months of the bull run are going to be prosperous for all of us, for every single trader, if you know what you're doing, of course. So we're building the community. Now, let me take a look at this coin. Dex banner, no other pinned messages. Foreign people in the voice chat is nice. That's the minimum I'm looking at. But 32 members is a bit small. Usually 50 at least is ideal. So kind of early for a community to be formed here. Not necessarily bad, it's just that you got to wait, in my opinion, when it comes to tapping into coins with no sufficient community. You just got to wait till it forms, in my opinion, before you jump into any coin. People are talking here though, that is nice to see. But yeah, I wouldn't ape because the community is very, very small and not established yet. But this coin is pumping, so let's keep an eye on this. This as well is moving in a really bullish direction. Slowly slow mooning, even though it's the first waver. And the volume is more or less there. Sometimes shallow, sometimes more present. This coin, as you can see, still is downtrending. That is the direction, it's bearish. And this is forming higher lows, but I would say it's going down still, because we can see literally no volume. So we'll keep an eye on this coin still. We can learn from bad coins, we can learn from bad examples. Every coin you can see, take a look at it, you know. The volume is still not quite there. This is a slow mooner. By the way, do your own research, but I do like this coin. If the volume kicks in though, because it was nice, the developer was great, but right now you would be freezing your funds because it's doing nothing, you know. As you can see here, this coin, what is it doing now? Because it broke its momentum, as you can see here, is clearly not going for a second wave anymore. It's now reversing back down. So it was a great opportunity, but not anymore. This one as well has reversed from its second wave, but it was foreseen. 2 times out of 2, I told you that it's going to reverse from its second wave. That shows that you can foresee those reversals quite clearly. It's about looking at signs. It's about looking at the trends when it comes to volume. Looking at candles, you know. Candles, the chart itself can tell you much. As simple thing as volume can tell you much. So do not neglect those basics, because basics are the 90% here. You can see this market cap looks attractive and this coin's chart looks attractive, but one thing I can't see is the website. The distribution looks great, and ideally you want the website to be there because it's really the bare minimum at this point. Even a bad website is better than no website. Now another thing here is the thread section is kind of empty, which means the community is not that established yet. But in terms of its chart, it does look attractive. And there is volume coming in, that's for certain, that's for sure. Volume is there. Let's join the Telegram. But ideally, I want the community to be there, and of course, a website. And thank you all for being here, guys. Everyone in the chat, if I missed your message, do not take any offense, because there is lots of messages and I don't know which ones to read, you know, because sometimes you guys are talking, sometimes you're asking questions, which is completely fine, by the way. But I want to stream continuously to keep, I want the stream to continuously keep going, because once I look in the live chat, we're basically losing our momentum, you know. but I want to keep it completely informative for the viewers, for you guys, and for people who are going to rewatch this stream. So sometimes I do not read the chat that often, just so you know, guys. And welcome everyone. Hey Nick, just joined. One day if you could look at Gorilla. Welcome Misto. It was launched in Pump a few hours ago, for sure. I'm going to take a look at it after this coin. Now Husky, voice chat members are 12, usually 15 would be my least, and 39 members. So it has room to grow in my opinion. Certainly has room to grow. Pinned messages, do micro buys, good advice. Keep going with the micro buys, run the voice chat. Hopefully the community grows, and they got to create a website, because without a website, I mean, imagine if the coin goes to Radium, there is no website, it's going to dump, most certainly. So it's a simple thing to do, really important, and you should wait for the website to be there, because I already approach those coins with much skepticism, as I think you should. Rather be skeptical than optimistic when it comes to those coins. It's going to get you the long way. I'm very safe trader, as you can see. I'm pointing out every single flaw I can find, as I think you should as well, because PUMP.FUN has lots of frogs, and it's about protecting your capital. You don't want to gamble here. You want to make educated decisions. But if I can see no website, even if the chart is good, if every single other sign is there, still, it makes me not that bullish on this coin, because it's so simple thing. So I'm a really safe trader, and you should be as well, and approach those coins with much skepticism. As you can see, this one going downwards from its double top. So this was a clear prediction which was completely foreseen. Now the Gorilla coin on PUMP.FUN. Let's take a look. A suggestion from the live chat, and you might have to clarify which one, because there are so many with this name. So many, yeah. You definitely let me know which one exactly is it, because it's hard to tell. Hard to tell. This one performed well, right? On Radium, 2 million, wow. Was it launched today? Is it this coin? Which it looks like it is, yeah? It's a DEX screener coin now. I'm actually going to open it on DEX screener then. I've seen it before. Yeah, it's quite literally #1 trending. But as you can see here, first thing you want to look at is the chart, and the chart is really high up. So if you're buying now, you're paying the premium, which you shouldn't, because there are tools available at your disposal. There are signs to tell you when to ape in. For example, Fibonacci, support levels, resistance levels, psychological levels all help you to determine when to enter and when to exit. So don't rely on gut. For example, you might be thinking that this is the all-time high, which it is, right? But you might be thinking you're buying the dip here. All-time high 3.25 million, and the dip here 2 million. And it is a dip, right? But if a dip keeps dipping, it's not a dip, you know? It's a knife, and it's dumping, it's a downtrend. And you're aping quite literally as the start of this downtrend is forming lower lows, as you can see from here. Clearly a bearish pattern. Hence, you need more tools to know when to enter and when to exit. Otherwise, you're gambling because you're relying on feeling, gut, and luck. So here, clearly, you can see that this coin went to 2.3, and this is the dip level, 0.618. As you can see here, $1.28 million in market cap. It touched this level literally 5 times, like 3 times almost, but very clearly 2 times, and bounced back right away. And that's what you want to see. So if aped in at this level, just needed to wait for a dip, right? Could have been very great. But now, still, this is a level to ape into if the coin is very bullish and if you are convinced that it's good coin, because you still got to do the research. This Fibonacci is not magic, it's just a tool, like a cherry on top. But this would be the ideal dip level where I'm usually aping in at 0.786. And actually, one thing here, which I told before, it isn't the dip level, because Fibonacci, you always have to adjust. So looking back at it from here, it looks like a dip, right? But when it was at this all-time high, this is how it should be looking like. So it actually was the average price. It wasn't a dip level. So basically here, it didn't really dip, and anything in this zone above 0.5, you're buying at a premium or selling at a premium. So it's a zone to sell. It's not a zone to buy, you know. And the ideal zones are 0.786 and 0.618. This is the analysis, very simple. Anyone can do it. Take a look at the volume, the 5-minute volume. The downtrend as well is important. And those coins are great to trade. If there is sufficient volume, you just pick top trending radium, Destiny coins from here and just trade them, you know. Just use tools because this regards more analysis than those PUMP.FUN coins. PUMP.FUN coins, you can't do any of this, but on radium coins, it's a must. But the good thing here is that if you know how to use those tools, you can be a safer trader because this is unlikely to rock. This will dump to zero in like a few days because most of the coins do, but it's not going to rock to zero. So there is no such a risk. There is a risk only if you hold it. But if you trade it in a few hours and you're out, you can make money safely here because it's pretty much rock proof for the time being. And the only way it can rock is going to be the community just selling the token, you know. So you can put more money into those radium trades, which makes it attractive, safer alternative to PUMP.FUN. But in my opinion, Dex Screener, actually, in the start of this live stream, I was talking about 4 coins that I was analyzing. The 4 like top trading coins in Dex Screener today. This one, as you can see, I did lots of things here. I was tracking them for hours. I did not see an optimal entry at all. At all. I just did one trade. I only made 40%. So this was the coin. And it was really a risky trade. Sometimes if the market conditions aren't great, if the coins on Dex Screener, radium coins aren't great, then you can't do anything, you know. So hopefully the next day is better. Hopefully there are better coins which we can trade. But yeah, today you sometimes might not even find optimal coins and optimal entries. And just so you know, always take that into consideration. This one I can see is new, but it's a honeypot, as you can see. Liquidity is bigger than the market cap, so yeah, just be aware of that and use your checker.xyz platform. Dancing Raccoon, I've seen this coin before. It was Tommy's coin actually, which he promoted. I mean, I'm wondering why this coin is now going up because it was a TikTok trend, and I'm pretty sure that the trend is over. But yeah, interesting nevertheless. This one is a new one. Let me take a look. $12 million in market cap. You can see this pattern is extremely sketchy though. Just a continuous uptrend. Looks like a scam. I won't even analyze it, but yeah, looks weird for sure. Let's go back to PUMP.FUN now. Let's go back to PUMP.FUN. We analyzed the Gorilla coin, which were shielded from the live chat. And this stream is really informative, guys. So if you are new, make sure to subscribe with notifications because we are streaming literally every single day. That's something I really want to emphasize for every newcomer. I've been streaming daily for 2 weeks. I bought a MacBook just to stream. It's fun to stream, fun to talk to you guys. We're building a community. We have free resources in the live chat, Discord, Telegram and everything. So yeah, let's keep going with the stream, with the agenda. This is gonna first wave, and first waves aren't that attractive in my opinion. This one, first wave as well, no websites on holding 8%, nothing in the threads. So going to close this one as well. This one is being bumped, and yeah, it was a second wave failed coin. As you can see, it's consolidating now, but consolidation is a bearish move, unfortunately. This one, first waiver and a very volatile one, which makes it even more risky. So yeah, it's high up, not going to take a look at it, unfortunately. Thanks for the free out analysis, much appreciated. Yeah, you're welcome. Show me any coins that you want. I'm going to analyze as many as possible. Take a look at this one. It's a first waiver, nothing in the threads, and no socials whatsoever. So if there is 0 socials, you should just close the coin, guys. If there is no website, even that is not acceptable, really. This, as you can see, is AI made picture, which as well is a bad sign. It's not real, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is AI made most likely. It looks too good. I don't know. But AI made coins, if it's clear that it's AI made, this is a red flag. And you can see the developer is holding 26%. That is rug pull 100% now. Because developers put no effort for ruggers, you know. So if you see no socials, if you see AI pictures, it's a sign of low effort and they are likely to be rug developers. And you should protect yourself, guys. Take a look at holiday distribution, take a look at the first transactions. Protect your trading capital. Excuse me. Ultimate Fighting Dogs. You can see here, completely dead coin. So very weird that it's pumping now. Maybe a second wave, but what is this, you know? This is not a second wave that I would trade. This more looks like a cabal planning to rock people once again because it was there. Now suddenly someone is buying up this dead coin for many Solanas, you know, from different wallets. I would assume it's a rock pool cabal move. How long have we been streaming for? Almost 2 hours. Take a look at Chippy, sure, Chippy on PUMP.FUN or Dex Screener. There is so many chippies. Hard to tell like which one is the right chippy, you know. I'm going to take a look at Dex Screener. But yeah, tell me which one is it, which is the market cap. Oh, chippy, 14 days old. Let's take a look really quickly at this coin. I've even seen it before, as you can see here. It touched my dip levels very perfectly. My dip levels, as you now know, are 0.786. Look at this perfect traversal. Could have made 4x from this trade. I missed it, so I did it backwards, you know. I did it when it was already done. That's when I analyzed the coin. But yeah, now it's trading at a premium price, above the equilibrium, above the average. So you're paying a premium. If you're in the coin, take your profits and congratulations. But yeah, new dip level, I mean, is 0.618 and 0.786 if you want to get into a dip. But it's now downtrending as well, so it's going to dip. But I'm going to now close this live stream and this live stream. By the way, this coin rocked, as you can see. Very unfortunate, going to close this as well. But guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being in this live stream. Subscribe if you're new and come back for more. I'm going to wish you a magnificent, prosperous day from Nick Memes. And you guys have a nice day. Thank you for